on to a great Sunday night with the NBA here on 2K Sports. With Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. You'll be joined by Allie LaForce on the sidelines. Well, it was the Indiana Pacers in their last game, a loss, and that does your confidence guys no favor. They got manhandled in that one. It wasn't pretty.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And how about the find by Trey, making sure he keeps his teammates involved?
It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
Now here's Giddey. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And stolen by Vassell. Here's Tatum. And it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense. Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. And it's slammed in by Turner.
And they answer right back with as much force as possible.
This is a heavyweight battle, and both teams trading punches.
Are you kidding? 5 for 5, and they just got started.
And stolen by Okongwu. On the wing, Giddey. Young for 3. And Indiana, another 3. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Pacers?
Just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Giddey with it, and it's Vassell picking him up. Pass to Grimes. And here's Young from the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Young's got 8 points.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Back to Turner. Longhorns passing it around. Here's Murray. Left side, Turner. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Sinks the three-pointer.
Boy, that jumper is as pure as it gets. Jason Tatum off a pass from his teammate makes easy work of it.
The shot by Markkanen. Nobody around. The basket good. Off the assist from Young.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D chills him. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Indiana leading by 9. Young is double. Pass to Giddey. It's White on the wing. Back to Kuminga. 6 to shoot. And a deep 3 from Young. Indiana again missing. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Austin. Back to Vassell. And the 3-ball is good.
Just too easy for Vassell. Got to run him off the line.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He knows they're in for a tough matchup against Trae Young. Coach told me Trae is an offensive savant. but we have to find a way to disrupt his game. We're going to throw some length at him, pick him up once he crosses half court, and pound him on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you once again, Allie. Turner comes with the double team. Got a piece of it. And that'll be Indiana as it goes out of bounds. Pacers retain possession.
Substitution for the Pacers.
A split second late, but almost came up with the steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Now, here's Kuminga. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Tatum with it. Kuminga picks him up. Here's Giddey. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Greg, we have another up-and-comer from down under, Josh Giddey.
I mean, a lot of young talent coming to the NBA by way of Australia. Their great skill development programs showing in Giddey, who stands 6'8", but plays like a small point guard.
Knocks it loose. And stolen by Murray. Here's Tate. Hammer it home! Hammer it home, baby!
That is authority right there.
Giddey. Good work defensively by Turner.
Boy, that's the kind of contest you need to force the miss.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball.
Team foul.
That is his first foul of the game.
Substitution for the Pacers. Number
Down
42.
low. It's stolen by Green. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Indiana. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that.
The Pacers, 25.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Pacers?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
A shot by Champagny, no good. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
On the inbound, Kuminga goes in.
Oh, get out of his way. Kuminga so explosive on the attack.
Out to White. Back to Kuminga. And the rebound goes to the Longhorns. And they've been enjoying this long homestand. That will be game 4 of 5 in a row at home. Pass to White. Lots of room.
Kobe White.
That one drops for him. And the Pacers lead by 10.
Beautiful touch there. Give White these types of looks consistently, and he's going to make you pay.
Kuminga with it. Picked up by Harris. And Kuminga throws it down.
Lonzo Ball.
Yeah, if you're playing that power forward position, you overcome a lack of size with great hops.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball.
First team foul.
That'll be his second foul of the game.
Substitution for the Pacers.
And Craig, the way the floor is spaced now, how much would you enjoy playing in this current environment?
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. It would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, defenders practically, they can't touch you.
To the middle. Here's Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
And I love when these wings get rewarded for the dirty work in that two-man game. Kuminga getting his.
Jerome in the corner. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Jerome's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, listen, I like the bucket, but defensively, you've got to be better.
A three-pointer is right on target. Kuminga's got the lead up to 14 now for the Pacers. Back to Smart. Pass to Minot. Okongwu grabs the board.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thank you, guys. The Pacers are all about winning. And Coach Rick Carlisle said, our young players are having to earn their way. They're not being given anything. It's the only way to do things, in my opinion. If you want to build championship habits, you got to do it on a merit-based, accountability type of basis. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. On the wing, Green. And Green slams it in.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
You've got to do a better job of just taking care of the basketball. 4 points off of those turnovers.
Josh Giddy.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world. So there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
And up the court come the Pacers on the break.
Well, this is where he flourishes. Out in the open floor, Josh Giddey terrific at getting to the right spots.
Young with no one around. That three off the mark.
Boy, after dropping 2 triples in the first quarter, he hasn't hit another yet.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
And through hard work, this has become Harris's bread and butter. A knockdown shooter off the catch.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Pass to Minot. Back to Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
How about that finish by Harris? He sees his opening and does not hesitate to rise up and be free.
Markkanen, good.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Shots good from Young.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Young from outside, and Indiana, another three.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
To the inside, Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
If a teammate's open in the painted area, you give him the basketball. Those are high-quality shots.
And Giddey gets it to go.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Smart with the ball, and Young picks him up defensively. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. No one covering. Jerome's got 6 here in this quarter.
I love it. Instead of going ISO, you make a play for someone else.
Pass to Minot. Jumps up. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Yeah, get used to seeing steals like that from Marcus Smart. This guy gets a couple a game, it feels like.
Here's Young. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Indiana Pacers, ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. And with as many three-pointers as they... It's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. Back right after this. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead.
When you can get off the floor like that, that wipes away any height advantage.
Young left side. Giddey with it. Walker with the rebound. And Murray. Here we go.
And getting a lane. Murray so good at just finding the crack in the defense.
Now, here is Young. 19 points in the game. That miss makes him 7 for 12 from the field this game. Here's Vassell. No good with the layup. Pacers leading by 22. You know, Greg, in recent seasons, Lauri Markkanen has taken on a leadership role.
And Markkanen has been the featured player on some very young teams, and he's really embraced that role, proving to be a positive influence both on and off the court.
And we've seen it more than once. DeJounte Murray has been traded for huge hauls.
And that shows you his worth in this league. Teams have been willing to give up a lot to get him. You don't see that kind of length and versatility every day.
And so Young will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. A floater. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
And nice little floater right there. Give Young credit. He's developed the shots he needs to overcome his size limitations.
Oh, it's exactly how you lead someone with the pass. Beautifully done.
Here's Young. Count the basket. Young's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, guys love to score, but the differentiator is, can you do it at an efficient clip? And right now, that's what's happening.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall, they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
On the wing, Markkanen. Outside, Green. Just 5 on the clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Shot by Grimes. No good. Walker in the corner. Back to Tatum. And dunks it right on top of Trae Young. Wow!
Oh, my goodness. Jason Tatum, you've got to be kidding me. How pretty was that?
Here's Markkanen. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. This is his first free throw of the game. That free throw good from Markkanen. And Markkanen drops them both.
What I'm always impressed by, guys, is Markkanen's versatility. The guy can face up and make jump shots. He can be enough of a presence on the interior that you're very comfortable with him in this modern NBA game. Coaches love assisted buckets, boy. It just means the team is working well together.
Pass to Williams. The kick out to Ball. Now here's Markkanen. And it's sent back by Turner.
Boy, Turner's such a strong rim protector. This guy has such a big-time impact on that end.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now Grimes.
2 minutes.
Pass to Green. On the wing, Markkanen. Back to Green. Jacks up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Longhorns. Inside. And it's Turner finishing it off.
Now that's called positioning, and Turner has the verticality to make it easy.
And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. There's 1:38 left to play here in the third. Here's Ball. No scoring in this one. And it's White missing. To the paint. Harris looking it over. Here's Turner. And Turner throws it down.
For Miles Turner, so much of this is about confidence. You love to see him convert in there. That is nice.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Indiana.
Their fast break plays have seemed unstoppable. They just keep finding ways to overrun the defense here in transition.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Kobe White becoming an offensive focal point, saying it means a lot that my coaches and my teammates trust me. The only thing that can prepare you for this is going through it. For me to become the player I want to be, I need those moments. It's all part of the learning process and the journey. Kevin, back over to you.
All right, Allie, as always, we thank you.
Well, the athleticism that Miles Turner brings to the center spot is quite remarkable. This guy, an exceptional player on both sides of the floor.
Boston trails by 16. .34 seconds left in the third quarter. And stolen by Okongwu. And the wide open shot from Green. And another three for Indiana.
You have to respect what Josh Green has turned himself into, and that's a legit three-point threat.
And it's slammed in by Turner.
Boy, how about that pass? He put it right where it needed to be.
Pass to Okongwu. Right side, Ball. Here's White. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Indiana Pacers out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Pacers leading by 17. Pass to Kuminga. Drives to the hoop. And Kuminga throws it down.
A strong finish by Kuminga. That's his game.
Back to Murray. Inside. Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Giddey, no one around him. The three-pointer, no good. Here's Tatum. And he drives in. And the dunk by Tatum.
This guy is such a gifted offensive player. Jason Tatum, tough to handle off the dribble drive.
Some nice passing here by Indiana. Knocks down the three ball. And the Pacers lead by 18.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And it's Williams finishing it off.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Tatum, that's good.
This guy's been great, no doubt about it, but it hasn't been enough to get them where they want to be.
Outside, White. The three. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for Indiana. They can look forward to San Francisco after this game and a matchup against Golden State. That puts them squarely in the middle of this 5-game road trip.
And how about the rim rattler from Kuminga, really showing off the bounce there.
Buries it from three-point range.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately.
Substitution on the court.
Pacers leading by 20. And stolen by Vassell. Oh, and a fast break now for the Longhorns. In the corner, Murray with it. Wants to get it to Tatum and does. And the dunk by Tatum.
When you allow Jason Tatum to build momentum offensively, it can be a scary night.
It's Grimes on the wing. Here's Okongwu. 5 on the clock. And stolen by Murray. Tatum with it. And Young picks him up defensively. Knocks down the three.
And what do you expect from Vassell? He's an accurate shooter from the perimeter.
And stolen by Murray.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
First team foul.
And that one misses.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Tatum. The three is drilled by Tatum.
Boy, you love the rise and fire off the bounce by Jason Tatum. That is not easy.
Okongwu.
Empowering it home. He ends a 12-0 run by Austin.
Personal foul.
Austin trails by 14. Here's Tatum. Takes the three. Down he goes for three.
Jason Tatum has built such consistency from beyond the arc. Doesn't matter if there's a contest or not.
Young taking his time here. Now White shoots the three. Knocks down the three.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now Markkanen. Young outside. A three-pointer. Good.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Pacers.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
No doubt they came in very motivated to win this one and finish the season series at a game apiece.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Trae Young.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
Buries the deep ball.
And really no longer a ball stopper. Harris has significantly improved his passing ability over the years.
Williams.
And so it's Indiana with it. They lead by 14. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Kuminga.
KYP. Know your personnel. Challenge the great shooter. Excellent job.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. The three goes down. White. Murray rips down the board. And so the Pacers take the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win,